There it is, folks. What is it, an A4 Skyhawk. It's up there on display. Where are we at? We're in a rest area. A rest area. And here in Florida. There you go. Check that out. Nice big post. Well, it's an A4 Skyhawk, and we're in this rest area. This is over on the car side, and we're just walking around. I'm in here to use a little boy's room, and I saw that plane when I pulled down. I thought, I'll walk over and take a picture. That'd be a good thumbnail. So where are we at? We're in the tip of Florida. We're in the tip of Florida. Not the tip you might be thinking, though. We're not down in Key West or nothing like that. We're up here in Pensacola. We're up the tip of the panhandle of Florida. So, yep, real nice rest area here. Got a lot of money in this place. And what I do like about it, they got a lot of truck parking out back. You know, that's one of the things they need, more parking for trucks at night. And places to pull in. All these logbook rules, you have to pull in at certain times. And you don't have the luxury of going on down the road a little farther and finding another place. But yeah, it's just a really nice rest area. Nothing special about it as far as just a rest area, but still pretty fancy. I thought we were in the southern tip of Florida. I loaded right about right there. Right about right there is where I loaded. Came up here last night. Came across here last night. We got over right in this area right here last night. Went to bed. Woke up this morning, been running across here, and I'm down about right there now. Okay, gives you an idea where we're at. And they got security here. At night they have security guards. And I wasn't at this rest area, I was at a different rest area. But they had security driving around doing, you know, daily what do you call it? Or evening hourly checks or whatever. And I don't know how much they need that, it's just a rest area. But they got it. And the thing is, Florida spends a lot of money on their rest areas where other states are closing them down. Florida's actually spending good money on their rest areas. Well, one of the main reasons is Florida is there's that fine machine there. Ain't that a hungry crap? I ain't talking about it. I'm still ticked about the whole thing. But anyway, get over here and get my truck. Get things set up for you. Whee! Just turn you around. Say good morning. Good morning, folks. Woo-wee. Got to get the mic out. Now what you heard outside, that was no mic, that was just the phone itself. But there's no wind or anything like that, so probably didn't make it. We on? All right, we are here. Yay! All right. All right. So we're over here. I don't know what exit number we're at. Look here real quick. Probably around the 40 or 50 exit. 28. Okay, closer than I thought. Exit 30, mile marker 30. We're at the mile marker 30 on I-10 in Florida, pretty close to Pensacola. And one of the reasons they had that airplane up there on that display was because the Air Force and the Navy have stations right here in Pensacola. What's the name of them here? Let's see, the Air Force Base is Elgin Air Force Base and Pensacola Naval Air Station. Okay, so the Air Force Base is a really big area. The Pensacola Naval Air Station is real small, kind of like on a little island out there. Yeah, pretty small. It's not on an island, but still, it's a very small area. Basically, it's just a place for them to bring their planes in, land them, and service them on the ground instead of out there on an aircraft carrier. So, I believe that's what they do over there anyway. So, let's see here. I gotta do my log real quick. Pulled in here. Alright, well, it'll wait a couple more minutes. I've already taken, let's see here. 19. I've already taken about 24, 25 minutes of break here. I might as well stay a few more minutes and round it up to 30, so I won't have to worry about logbook for another 8 hours or somewhere along that range. EW and CT school. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that means, Don. I don't know what that means. Probably the Air Force and Navy, places where they go. Sandsack, do I work for myself? Sasnak? Who is Sasnak? RV Davey, you need to spell my name right. Sasnak. Yeah, anyway, do I work for myself? Of course I do. Everybody works for themselves. But everybody works for themselves for monetary gain, right? But yeah, I own the truck and I lease it to a company that does all the bookwork paperwork stuff. I just pretty much just drive the truck and do the maintenance and all that kind of stuff. Joe, hey Joe, how you doing? Joe just sent me a text here. Safe travels, brother. So let's see, 19. Let's see, I need to go to 49. So I got about 5 more minutes. I got to kill about 5 more minutes before I get to rolling. Oh, by the way, Lisa, thank you very much. That's all that's left of them. I've been munching on these yesterday and today. They're very good. You know, since I got a little time here, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll back something I saw on Facebook earlier. I don't know how far I got to scroll back, quite a ways, I think. It's all this Facebook junk, you know, you spend hours scrolling through all this stuff. All right, here we go. It's kind of a long thing. I'm going to read it real quick. Fairly long. It'll take about 5 minutes to read it, probably. So, all right. Can y'all hear me good? Make sure you can hear me good. I think you can. All right. Let's see here. It's about gun control, because they're talking a bunch about gun control again. Every time there's a big thing like Uvalde, which is a bad deal, don't get me wrong, but it just another round of this crap, just another round of stupidity. All right. This is from back in 2017. It's a fairly old post somebody put up and has forwarded over the years. So the numbers might not be perfectly right, but I bet they're pretty close. Okay. No, for Steve Sasnak stickers. Oh wow, I can get Sasnak stickers. Cool. If I send a self-addressed stamped envelope to this P.O. Box, P.O. Box 623, Dade City, Florida. And if I indicate how many stickers I want, they will send me, a new bonus item included. I wouldn't go that far. It's another piece of paper. But anyway, yeah, if you want to get some stickers, the Sasnak stickers, if you want a couple of them, send $5 in a self-addressed stamped envelope there, what she just put on there, and you mail her $5, and she'll send you a couple stickers and a bonus item. But anyway, so yeah, they if you're from Canada, it's $7 because the exchange rate's a little different. It's actually about 6.5, but just round it to an even $7. And we'll get you a couple stickers sent to you, okay? And I just met up with Lisa the other day. Was it some Monday afternoon, evening, and her and her man, and we all went to dinner and met Bam Bam. Hi Bam Bam, how you doing? We went over and ate dinner, and I gave her some more stickers and everything. And when I was up in Hagerstown, a lady made me, she came over and asked me if it was a good idea. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So I had her go make these things. And they're just little pieces of paper about, I don't know, 5 by 2, 5 by 2, 5 by 2.5, something like that. And on one side it has the Sasnak logo. It's just a piece of paper, it's not a sticker. And on the other side it has a list of different things you can do as far as, it was pertinent information when we were in the convoy. It still is. You can still, send information or send letters or comments or emails or whatever to your congressmen, senators and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you, it's just a reminder list kind of thing. But that's the bonus item. So anyway, I had a whole bunch of those left over, so I just gave them to her. I said, here, stick them in the envelopes too. All right, real quick here. Try to read it fairly quick. And like I said, I don't know if these numbers are correct anymore because it's from 5 years ago. Okay. All right. There are 30,000 gun-related deaths every year by firearms, and this number is not disputed. U.S. population of 324 million people as of Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016. Okay. Do the math. That's only 0.009% of the population that dies from gun-related actions each year. Statistically speaking, this is insignificant. What is never told, however, is how this is breakdown of those 30,000 deaths. To put in perspective, compared to other causes of deaths. All right, 65% of those 30,000 people that died in 2016. This was written in 2017. Out of those 30,000 people that died by a gun in 2016, 65% of them were from suicide, and gun laws wouldn't have prevented that anyway. If they shoot themselves with a gun, they would have slit their wrist with a knife, or jumped off a bridge or something. If they want to kill themselves, they're going to kill themselves. Okay, so gun just happened to be the tool that they used. Okay, so 65% of those deaths were from suicide. 15% from law enforcement in the line of duty and were justified. 17% through criminal activity, gang and drug-related or mentally ill persons, gun violence. Okay, that would be in the category of the school shootings and stuff. Okay, or the theater shootings, or group. What's the one in Las Vegas where the guy shot out the window and shot at all the people at the concert? Okay. And then 3% from accidental discharge. Okay, so technically, gun violence is it's not 30,000 annually, but drops to 5,100 people from gun violence. Okay, all right. Still too many, yeah, of course. Well, first, how were those deaths spanned across the nation? Okay, 480 were homicides, or in Chicago. 344 were homicides in Baltimore. 333 were homicides in Detroit, and 119 were homicides in Washington, D.C., and that's increased since the previous year. So basically 25% of all gun crime, okay, a suicide technically is a crime, I guess, but it's a self-inflicted crime, okay? Gun violence of one person against another person, okay? So basically 25% of all gun crime happened in 4 cities. Wow. All 4 of those cities have extremely strict gun laws. So it's not the lack of law that is the root cause. I wonder what is. This basically leaves 3,825 for the entire rest of the United States, or about 75 deaths per state. Now, that's an average because some states are much higher than others. For example, California had 1,169 and Alabama had 1. Okay, that was in 2016. Okay. Now, as for the strictest gun laws, now who has the strictest gun laws by far? California, of course. But understand, it's not guns causing this. It's the crime rate spawned by the number of criminal persons residing in those cities and states. So if all the cities and states are not created equal, then there must be something other than the tool causing the gun deaths. Think about that. Alabama had 1 crime-related homicide in 2016 versus what was 1,169 in California, and I imagine there's a couple guns in Alabama. I would guess there's quite a few guns in Alabama. All right. Are 5,100 deaths per year horrific? Yeah, of course. How about in comparison to other deaths? All death is sad, especially so when it's the commission of a crime, but it's the nature of the crime. Robbery, death, rape, assault is all done by criminals, and thinking that criminals will obey gun laws is ludicrous. That's why they're criminals. What about the other deaths? What about other deaths in the country? 40,000 die from drug overdoses. Well, maybe we ought to make drugs illegal. Think about that, folks. Think about that. 40,000 people die from drug-related overdoses. 30,000 people die from gunshot wounds all together. Okay? So, if drugs are illegal and they're still having overdose deaths, making guns illegal is not going to stop gun deaths. Right? Think about it. Okay. 36,000 people die every year from the flu. Now, this is 2016, remember. 34,000 people die every year from traffic fatalities. Now it gets good. 200,000 people die each year from preventable medical errors. You are, get this, you are safer in Chicago than you are in a hospital. I know, that's 710,000 people die every year from heart disease. It's time to make double cheeseburgers illegal. So what's the point? A 10% reduction in medical errors would be 66% of the total gun deaths, or 4 times the number of criminal homicide. Oh man. So you have to ask yourself, in the grand scheme of things, why is there such a focus on guns? It's pretty simple. Taking away guns gives control to governments. The founders of this nation knew that regardless of the form of government, the founders of this government, or the founders of this nation knew that regardless of the form of government, those in power may become corrupt and seek to rule, as did the British when they tried disarming the populace of the colonies. It is not difficult to understand that disarmed populace is a controlled populace. It is not difficult to understand that a disarmed populace is a controlled populace. Thus, the Second Amendment was proudly and boldly included in the U.S. Constitution and must be preserved at all costs. So the next time someone tries to tell you that gun control is about saving lives, look at these facts and remember the words from Noah Webster. Before a standing army can rule, the people must be disarmed, as they are in almost every kingdom in Europe. Supreme power in America cannot enforce unjust laws by the sword, because the whole body of the people are armed and constitute a force superior to any band of regular troops that can be, on any pretense, raised in the United States. A military force in the command of the Congress can execute no laws, but such as the people perceive to be just and constitutional, for they will possess, the people possess the power. What he got to. All right, then another little comment here. Remember, when it comes to gun control, the important word is control, not gun. Now, is that insensitive or whatever because of what happened in Uvalde? No, that it's just the people that don't like guns are, every time there's something that happens, okay, they go and try to find a reason to never let a good crisis go to waste, kind of thing. Yeah, mass murderers and dictators agree. Gun control works. Yeah. It's one of the first things Hitler did. It's one of the very first things Hitler did. When they got in control or in power, get rid of your guns. Everybody turn your guns in. And then they can control them. So let's see, are we ready to roll here? Make double sure. Yep. All right. Turn you around here. And the reason I pulled into this rest area is because it's about 30 miles from the state line. And then we got about 40 or so miles across to Alabama to the bay. And we'll go and run across that bay again. We go down through the tunnel again. And that'll probably be the end of this video. So a little over an hour, well, hour and a half video now. So we get to rolling. Keep them doggies rolling right. There's that airplane on the left over there. There's your bug station right here. You pull up and there's a pressure sensor. I should have done that. I should have done, doggone it. I didn't think about it. So I saw it and it was too late. There's a pressure sensor in the concrete, and you pull up there and water sprays out. And you can run your windshield wipers and clean off all the bugs. Don't really need to do that so much today. But there are periods in the spring and in the fall when Florida has these things called love bugs, and they get thick. First time I ever saw them, I thought it was black snow. I just couldn't believe how big of a swarm that was. And yeah, they were all over the place, and they get on your windshield. Actually, I think I got a couple right. One's right there, and one's just outside of the screen. Can't really see them, but I don't know if those aren't love bugs. Those are like, I don't know, little small flies. But yeah, these little love bugs. They call them love bugs because they breed and fly. The male and female, they attach themselves together, and then they fly around, joined together. So they make love for a long, long time. It's called love bugs. So, and I don't know how all that works. I just know when you hit one, you actually hit two of them because they're usually connected. When they get in that swarm, that's what they're doing. They're breeding. And so you hit one, you hit two of them actually, and they're real juicy, and they got an acid in them that really messes up your paint. So if you hit a swarm up, you need to hit the car wash pretty quick and get them off of there. It's almost as bad as getting hit by an egg. So let's see what else. Oh, where did they come from? Where did love bugs come from? This is the way I understand. I don't know exactly the details, but the general story is they brought them over from Africa. You notice all the I shouldn't say this. But all the bad shit always comes from Africa. Ebola. I guess AIDS came from Africa. You know, and all these diseases and all these bad bugs. Kudzu come from Africa. You know, the love bugs come from Africa. You know, I don't know, probably the tsetse fly or something like that probably came from Africa. But it just seems like Africa has all the bad stuff over there. But the thing is, over there they got animals that will keep them in control, and they bring them over here, and there's no animal, there's no predator, you know. So they get out of control. Anyway, we're just going across a little bay here. Let's see what else. But anyway, they brought them over from Africa, and they were down in Florida at one of the colleges, and they were doing studies. And I guess they thought that the love bugs would prey on mosquitoes, and they could keep the mosquito population down. So they came over, brought them over, and they were doing some research on them. And I guess as a prank, some of the college students went and released a bunch of them and let them out in the wild. This is back in the like 50s or 60s or something. And they have multiplied, and they are big time all over the place down here now. So, oh well. But anyway, that's your little lesson for the day, I guess. Love bugs. I don't know what they're really called. They nickname them called love bugs. Is, like I said, they're always breeding. When they're flying around, they're always hooked up together, breeding. Let's see here. What are we going to be coming across next? We'll be coming across the little water inlet here in, what would that be called? East Bay. So we'll be going across the East Bay here in a little bit. And what's the name of that one there? Escambia Bay? We'll be going across the Escambia Bay here shortly. What they are, they're inlets from the ocean. They're Pensacola, and they're the inlets that made Pensacola a port, okay, and a safe haven from the weather. So, but yeah, they just come in, and I don't know, they go into rivers, I suppose. I don't know what the name of those rivers would be. Look it up, maybe. Conacu River, Conacu River, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, that's a river that leads down into that bay. And then you go a little farther west, and you come across Mobile and Mobile Bay, okay? So. Some kind of problem with the trees over there. All the trees are dead on the right hand side. What's going on the left hand side too? Maybe that's where a tornado came through. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where a tornado came through and ripped all the leaves off the trees. You know, somewhere down the line. About a half mile or 3/4 of a mile wide. There's trees don't have any leaves on them. So that looks to me like it might be a tornado. A tornado effect. gonna get a little rain. Just enough to mess up the windshield probably. I'm gonna try not to turn the windshield wipers on. All they do is smear the bugs around. I'm gonna try to. I don't see a whole lot of rain up there. I think we just caught a corner of a little shower. Hopefully that'll dry back off pretty quick. Either that or rain real hard so I can run the windshield wipers and clean the bugs off. It needs to rain pretty hard for me to do that. Otherwise it just smears the bugs around. I called dispatch this morning, doing my check call. He said, stay out of the rain, stay out of the storms. I'm like, what storms? And I looked at the weather and realized what they were talking about. From Oklahoma all the way over to Georgia. It's kind of a big string of storms running across there. And big batch in Oklahoma and Arkansas, and then there's a big batch over by Georgia. Kind of the whole front that comes across there. And I don't know where they're going and how bad they are, but anyway, apparently it was storming pretty good there in Tulsa when I called them this morning. We get Pensacola, 13 more miles to Pensacola and 59 to Mobile, so about an hour. About an hour to Mobile. I had a pickup pass me a little while ago before I pulled in the rest area. A pickup passed me from Louisiana, and a couple ladies were in there, and they pulled up beside me and waved and everything. I'm like, oh, well, hello. And so, hello, ladies, if you're watching. Here, had Louisiana tags. Okay, I have no idea why that's buffering. I got a good signal, so. Right here by a main big city, it shouldn't be buffering, but it does. I don't know why. Look at that pretty Corvette. Not the prettiest color blue. I like blue, but that's not the prettiest color blue I've ever seen. Where am I at? Come on, Shannon. I've been talking to tell you where I'm at. Maybe you just tuned in. We're in Pensacola, Florida, coming across the bay here in Pensacola, Florida, heading eastbound on I-10. Getting passed by a truck. Somebody was commenting the other day, or email or somewhere. Somebody said, "Hey, your camera vibrates too much." Ain't nothing I can do about it, folks. This is the best camera I got. Well, not the best. I got an iPhone 13, but this is an iPhone 12, and it's got pretty damn good stabilization. It's just rough riding truck. And somebody said, "Well, your GoPro didn't do that." Yeah, but I can't use my GoPro to do this kind of live streaming. Okay, I think there's a way to do it, but it's a pain in the butt to set it up every time. And so it's just what it is, folks. It's just what it is. Get on some smooth highway here. All right, there we go. I kick it out of gear so it doesn't vibrate quite as bad. Okay, vibrates still, but not quite as bad. But I put it in gear and give it throttle. The vibration of the engine gives it more. There's just more harmonics to it. And this camera is pretty good at stabilizing, but apparently not that good, So anyway, it's the best I can do, folks. I've worked and worked and worked trying to get this live streaming looking better for you, and I don't know what to do without, hiring a professional cameraman, So I got about the best phone I can use on here. I got about the best audio, which finally got good audio here for you. But I don't know. Either that or just get out of the truck and start driving a car around, I guess. I don't know. But trucks are bumpy. It's just it. They ride rough. Got just a little worry, about another 10 miles or so down the road, and not even now, 7-8 miles down, or have to pull through the scale wheel. See how vibrant the engine shaking the dash. There's not a whole lot the camera can do about that. This is a little bit of a downhill right here. I won't be on the throttle near as much. See how it doesn't shake near as much? It doesn't shake near as bad. It's like I said, it's the harmonics of that engine shaking. When you get into the throttle, there's a lot of horsepower there shaking around. A lot of torque. And I can't get over again. I can't move over. There's a truck right beside me again. There's that truck that was beside me. Oh, mercy, 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 mercy. Maybe an air ride seat for the phone. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, I could somehow make some kind of huge ass rig and put a stabilizer in there, I suppose, but you know, for what? You know. Tell you what I can do here. Let me get this here. I want to do some testing here for you real quick. The camera's going to shake around because I'm going to have to move it. But what I'm going to do, the napkins, I got some just napkins. I'm going to kind of wad them up and make them fluffy, you know. Okay, now they got crinkles and fluffiness in them. I'm going to roll it up in like a tube, so to say, like that. I'm going to put it underneath, between the phone and the dash. All right, so bear with me on this. Bit of a cushion, and you won't get the engine vibration quite as bad. So we'll just see if that did any good at all. The engine's not really working that hard, so the vibration's about the same right now. What we'll see is when we hit an uphill section and the torque, the turbo spools back up on the engine and everything, we'll see if it vibrates as bad. So what you're seeing now is the shake of just the bumpy road and everything. But here we're getting ready to get into some turbo here. And would a gimbal be better? Yeah, I don't own a gimbal, okay? I don't have a gimbal. And if I did have a gimbal, folks, if I did have a gimbal is a handheld device, okay? I'm gonna hold it the whole time? Can't do that, you know? So if I put it on, you know, mount it on the dash, more than likely that harmonic vibration is gonna come through to that phone regardless, okay? So it's not like it's being shook, okay? When you hit the bridges and stuff, it shakes a little bit. All right, we'll go down to 45 mile an hour is what the sign says. See this little thing right here, getting ready to go over, those little scales in the road right there. Boom, boom. Okay, that just weighed me, gave me a general idea how much I weigh. And apparently that's close enough that they want to weigh me. So I got the green light to go to the right lane, okay? So they want me to come in and weigh my truck. The other scales haven't done that, so I don't know why this one is. But usually I get that left bypass lane, because usually I'm really light and I get that bypass lane most times. So we will see. Now these Florida scales, I barely fit on this scale. The tractor barely fits on the two scales that weigh the tractor. I'm looking in my mirror right now. Here we go, we're on. And got the green light. the sheriff that passed me a little bit ago. And they're sitting in the middle. They passed me about the time the phone was cutting out and everything. That sheriff passed me. Let's see what. Turn the camera around. I don't think it shakes when focused on you. Yeah, because the distance. that pickup up ahead of me that just passed that trailer, they're 150 yards ahead of me. Okay, this is 3 feet, 2 feet. This is only 2 feet away. Of course, it's not going to shake this. But look at this way. Look at this. Oh, okay, another way. It's using a different camera. Never mind. Let's see here. Oh, well. So, anyway, yeah, it's, I don't know, folks. I don't know what else I can do about it. And then over here, it looks like another scale house on the eastbound side. That's not a scale house. That's an agriculture check. And you pull in there. Ooh, what we got going on here? We got flashlights. We got flashing lights. Something going on. Don't know what's going on here. I got trucks just gonna make a U-turn there. The highway truck. All right, we're leaving Florida. We're at the state line. Isn't that nice? Look at this. Isn't that nice? You come across the state line. You come across this bridge, which is a state line into Florida, and what do you get greeted with? 2 highway patrol. I mean, really. If you're on vacation, you're coming from wherever, Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, wherever, and you're on the way down here, and you come across the state line into a state. The very first thing you see is a couple cops sitting there waiting to give you a speeding ticket. Come on. So, I don't know. And there are quite a few police in Florida. But they're not bad. They don't seem to be bad. They don't really give you too much hard time or nothing like that. But there are a lot of them. There are a lot of scales and there's a lot of cops. You see them all over the place. And it's funny, you come to Florida, you see cops about every 20 miles, you see a couple cops. And you go to Nebraska, and you don't see one all day long. It's just weird how different states handle their police support, their police forces. So. Anyway, we're in LA right now. We have just come into LA. Oh, the water's gonna, just enough raindrops to focus on the windshield instead of the, I don't want to hit that windshield wiper, folks. I really don't. It'll smear them bugs all over the place. You'll have to just hopefully, it'll quit raining and the drops on there will dry out and it'll refocus better. You have to just tell you what, while we're doing that, I'll do you this. What do you want to look at? A blurry photo or this? Blurry photo, you say? Okay, I'll turn you back around. So, that'll be nice when I get that tooth put back in. It'll be really nice. I've been missing it. You sit there and take a bite of something, a sandwich. You take a bite of a sandwich or something, and this part cuts and that part cuts, and but there's that little piece of the sandwich that doesn't really break off, and you got to gnaw on it a little bit, It's just, Oh well, it is what it is. It'll get better. Probably around August. People ask me when I'm going to get that in. Probably late August or something like that, I think. When he put the implant in, he told me he wanted to wait for 4 months. So I think that'll be like late August or something like that. So it'll be August, September probably. Probably about September I'll go in and make an appointment to get the tooth put in. And I think I'll party again. What do you think? Readjust you a little bit. So, see, the window's already pretty much dried out. You want to turn around? You want to look at me, or you want to look at the highway? Ain't nothing out there, just a highway and trees on each side. So, but Governor Ron DeSantis keeping Florida free. Okay. You're pretty already. Well, thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. I know what I'm going to do. Kill a little bit of time here. I know what I'm going to do. I haven't done this before. Let's try this. You can't hear the both sides of the conversation, but she's probably going, what in the world is he calling me for now? Hello. Hey, I just called to see if you want to be live on the Sasnak show. You want to be a guest? You want to be a guest speaker? Yeah, you'll be a guest on the Sasnak show, kind of like a guest on the Johnny Carson show or something. Yeah, I'm live streaming right now. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, I just started here a little bit ago, kind of in the middle of it. I'm gonna go for another 30 minutes or so. For all you don't know, this is my mom. I called Talk Mom. Say hi. See, you got anything you want to tell the people of America? Yeah, hello. She said hello. My Stan's a great guy. Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess. And see, by law, you have to say that by law, though. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, we just come across the state line into Alabama. We're going to be in Mobile here in a little bit. Yeah, I just come across the state line about 5 minutes ago in Mobile, we're in Lower Alabama. We're in LA, Lower Alabama, and going to be coming into Mobile here in a little bit. Yeah, I can't tell them though, because they'll be stalking me. If I tell them which way, they tell them which way I'm going to drive, they'll go, oh, we'll wait for him on a bridge. We'll wait for him on a bridge. We'll wave a flag or something. Yeah. And yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's a pretty good old gal. Or young gal. She's younger than I am. So, but yeah. Her and her better half, husband, boyfriend, whatever. Yeah, kind of like Pam and I. Been together a long time, but never got married, kind of thing. So, yeah. So, can't remember. I want to say, oh no. I don't know, I guess. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, what was the name of her YouTube channel? She never told me. I don't know. Because she did an interview with me there at the IHOP that night. North Star? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. 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 All right. Yeah. Just so people home, I'm going to repeat it. Because you guys can't hear my mom talking, so I got to repeat some of the stuff. She said that Lisa over at Great Dane, that's who I met the other day down there in Wildwood, and she did an interview. We went over to IHOP and had dinner, and during the dinner she did a video and going to put it. She did an interview with me, and she's going to put it on her channel. And I'm not sure what the name of her channel is. Lisa, put the name of your channel up there so people can go find out when you get it loaded. But yeah, right. Well, yeah. The thing is, I touch the link and it messes up my screen, so I can't do that. You know. Yeah. Right. Okay. So basically, whenever she gets it all uploaded, she'll be putting that on her YouTube channel. And Lisa, put your YouTube channel up there so people can go find it and see the interview. But she's gonna edit it or whatever and take all the stupid stuff out, which will cut an hour and a half long video, and it'll knock it down. It'll knock it down to about 10 minutes because she's gonna take all the stupid stuff out. Yeah. So, but yeah, whenever. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You mean the mini horses? Oh yeah. The mini horses. Those Great Danes are like little miniature horses. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's buggy. Yeah, it's only, I don't know, what is it now? It's 89 degrees here in Pensacola, but it's about 100% humidity. So you get out and it's just sticky, you know. Oh boy, 28% of humidity. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And get it done. Sorry, folks, we lost the stream there for a second. But yeah, it just takes time to put it all together. And if you're not home to do it, you can't do it. You know. And I've been gone a lot so far this year. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, next year's is next year's is going to be the headache, not this year. Next 2020. Yeah, my 2022 taxes are going to be the headache, not the 2021. I guess. Yeah, so far. It's just junk. It's just an old junky tire. It's just good enough to, well, we don't need to fix that. But it's not bad enough that, the tires they hold air. They look like shit, but they hold air. The lights technically work, but they look like shit, You know, barely light. I mean, at night you turn them on and you can barely see the damn things. They're technically lit, but they just barely work. It's just, you know, junky old trailer, and I get stuck with the damn things all the time. I'm only doing about 55, 60 mile an hour. I just kind of cruise along, take my time. And I'm not really heavy. It's only like 20,000 pounds of cargo in it, so it's not a terribly heavy load. And most of that weight's on my tractor wheels, I think. I don't think there's a whole lot in the back. Yeah. All them antibiotics. Yeah, all the antibiotics kills all the bacteria in your gut, and then your gut doesn't want to yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right, hold on. All right, hold on a second. Let me catch these people up. Well, what she's telling me is about my dad. My dad, he got something on his cheek. I don't know where at. His jaw or up here. I don't know. Somewhere on his cheek. Got an infection of some type. And they went and looked at it and kind of find, what was it called, Mom? Cellulitis. So he got some kind of an infection in his cheek. And because it was on his head, they were worried about that infection can get up in your brain and mess you up real bad. So they were real worried about it. And on the outside, it looked like a bad boil or something, just a bad, really bad pimple or boil. But on the inside, they actually did the surgery. They went in his mouth, cut it open, and cleaned out whatever. And they've had him on really high doses of antibiotics, trying to fight that all off. So now that was what, a week or better, about 10 days ago. 3 weeks ago. Wow. Well, when do you have a surgery? When do you, the 20th? Okay. So it's been a couple weeks or better. Yeah. 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 So when they went inside of his mouth here and they cleaned all that out, but there was a I don't know which side, left cheek or right cheek? Left cheek, okay, on this side right here. So I went in on the inside and they cleaned it all out, but on the outside there was this big boil. Well, after they cleaned it all out, patched it all up, they put a patch out here too, stitches on the inside, and patched it up here. But it actually made a hole through his cheek, so he could, like that, and air would blow out that hole, you know. And I told her, I said, well, make sure he doesn't have any. Make sure you never clean his mouth out with soap. He'll start blowing bubbles. So. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 It is. Well, like I said, you take all that high doses of antibiotics. The antibiotics kill the bacteria, but it kills the bacteria in your gut also. So now he's going to have bloating in his belly and his gut because his food's not digesting right. Right. Yeah. Yep. Tell me they need to find better things to do. All right, I don't guess. Okay. Right. Yeah. 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 Summertime, just stay inside the air conditioner. It's summertime, just stay inside the AC. Don't want to go out there in that hot heat. Yeah. Oh, I just lost milk jug or fuel jugs. I would stop and get them, but there's way too much. Oh, this pickup that just passed me had fuel jugs. You know, the fuel 5-gallon gasoline cans, 5-gallon gasoline cans. They're only brand new. They were still wrapped in a wrapper. There were 4 of them wrapped up, you know, like for shipment, and the wind caught them as they went around that semi up ahead of me. The wind caught them and flipped them out onto the highway. Hey man, I would love to pull over and grab them real quick because they're brand spanking new. But looking behind me, it's just there's a row of traffic for the next mile back there. And to me, it's just, you know, is it worth possibly getting rear-ended and crashing? You know, somebody, you know, not paying attention and crashing into you. You know, is it worth it just to, or trying to run out there and grab it while traffic's going by? It's just not worth your life or the huge accident that could happen. Yeah. Well, somebody will probably hit them and ruin them. Somebody will hit them and tear them all up, you know. Yeah, well, he make the exit and turn around and go back. But by the time he gets all the way back around there, it'll be gone. So, all right, come on, folks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on up here. Yeah, somebody's up there driving slow. I mean, I'm driving slow. I'm only doing 60 mile an hour. There's somebody up there doing 45 or something like that. Might be doing 45. There might be a convoy up ahead of us or something. Just never know. Might be some of them damn convoy. Might be some of them damn convoy people. Yeah, me too. No, he sent a text message when I first started this video up. He sent a text message, something about safe travels, brother. So I imagine he's watching. Hi, Joe. If Joe's watching, hi, Joe. I think he's on a vacation with his family right now, from what I gather. I think the last thing I'd be doing, if I was on vacation, the last thing I'd be doing was watching Sasnak channel. I don't know. So, don't know. So, yeah. Pretty dull there most of the time, ain't it? Been pretty dull there for about 10 years now. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not in a small enough town. No, you're not in a small enough town. I want to sound so small there's no stoplights. No, I don't care. And your town has about 5 or 6 stoplights. That's too many. Yeah. No, I want a little small town. I want a little bitty small town. It's basically a crossroads, a 2-lane road this way, a 2-lane road that way, and a stop sign, and about 20 or 30 houses, and that's it. And but you're only about 20 or 30 miles away from a bigger city. You can go to do your grocery shopping and stuff. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Your town sucks. Your town sucks for many reasons we won't get into. Yeah, exactly. So I want to move out west, out to Utah or someplace out there. So I want to move out west somewhere like Utah or someplace, because the very low humidity. You know, the summers get hot, but it's such low humidity it doesn't bother you. And winter times, you know, it depends on where you're at. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't mind a little bit of snow. I just don't want Michigan. I just don't want northern Montana. Okay, I don't want Canada. Okay, I don't mind a little snow, you know. I just don't want, you know, I mean, we live all the way down in Dallas, and you constantly getting ice storms. Every year we get ice storms. You know, it just makes a huge mess. But, you know, if you're retired or whatever, you just don't go out. You just stay home. Hey, there's an ice storm coming in. You go to the grocery store, you stock up on your bread and milk, and you go home and you just sit and watch the chaos unfold through the news, you know. Yeah. 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 Florida's way just sticky, humid all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I've got a bunch of them on my windshield right now. They're about half the size of a housefly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the no-see-ums. Yeah, no-see-ums. Yeah. 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 These things are on right now. They look like about half the size of a housefly. Is what they look like. Just a real small fly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Florida's a good place to visit. I don't think I'd want to live there. It's just way too hot and humid. Good place to visit in the wintertime. Go down there and check things out and then leave. So, yeah. 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 Well, that's pretty good. You don't get rain and your weeds don't grow. That's pretty good. Yep. Yep. Same way with me. I like Texas a whole lot better in the winter time. You know, late September, early October. You know, late September, early October. From then all the way up until around late March. And Texas is just fine. But during the summer, got to go somewhere. Get the hell out of there. You know, and then I say that now. Here I am down here in Florida or Alabama. You know, 90 degrees with 100% humidity. You know, but you know, I'm just driving down the highway and the air conditioner's going, so it doesn't bother you too much. But and then once the sun goes down, I just let the air conditioner run for a little bit, get it nice and cold in here, close the curtains off, and it stays nice and comfortable all night long. Just have a fan going, and you know, I don't have to run the idle the truck all night. Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go. We're getting ready to come across the bridge here, the bay, and I'm sure people at home are going like, you know, all we're hearing him say is, you know, and have no idea what we're talking about, because, yeah. So I better get back to them. So we'll talk to you here in a few days, I guess. All right, big. All right, bye. She said, bye, people. All right, so here we are going across the bay. That's like swamp down below us right there. It's just marshland, I guess. Not swamp, but like a marsh with tall grasses. But you try to walk across there, you're going to sink in the mud. All right. The other day when I was coming across here, and I looked down, I happened to see an alligator. I'm like, oh, okay. And somebody said, no, that's not an alligator. That'd be a crocodile. And I'm like, I don't think there are crocodiles in America. Like, all we have is alligators. And I have been thusly informed. Who's that there? Oh, a buoy. Like a fishing buoy sitting out there, floating out there. I have been thusly informed. We do have crocodiles in America. I had no idea. I guess these ones that are down here in this brackish, you know, half salt water and everything, if I look down and see a reptilian under these bridges here, more than likely it's going to be a crocodile, not an alligator. Huh, I didn't know that. I thought they were all alligators in America. I thought crocodiles were down South America and Africa. So I did not know that. I learned something. So anyway, I guess they're calling American crocodiles. But like I said, that water out there, if you was in a boat, I bet that water ain't but about a foot and a half deep. And I would imagine that changes with the tide, of course. But I bet it's only about a foot and a half deep. And then but if you were to get off that boat, you'd hit that mud and you'd sink about 2 or 3 feet in the mud. So that's not a good place. And then how they built this bridge across here, just, you know, that's engineering marvels. So you got a bridge, you got to support a lot of weight, and all there is a swamp underneath you. I mean, how do you do it? But they did it. They got her built. So looking straight ahead, we should be able to see the Alabama. It should be directly ahead of me right here, but it's so far away you can't see it. I can't even see it with my own eyes yet. Okay, I take that back. I see the superstructure. It's slightly to the right. Okay, if you can look way in the distance, you see the skyscrapers. There's the farthest one to the north on the right, the tallest one, then the second one, and the third one, and then there's a fourth one. That's not a skyscraper. And the little bitty one, that's the superstructure of the Alabama. And then you go past that, and there's another bigger building. But you see the 3 buildings. I don't know, it's pretty small on your screen. and it's shaking around and everything. But as we get a little closer, you should get a better view of it. But yeah, I can see the whole tip from stem to stern on that thing. I can see the Alabama now, the whole thing. You know, it looks like they built a tent on it. You know, like a awning tent kind of thing on the bridge or on the deck. And I don't like when they do that, because it it's a little more comfortable for the people standing out in the sun and everything, but it ruins the look of the ship. You know, I just don't like that. I wish they'd leave that stuff off of there. So there it is, off to the left there. It's about right over there. You see the 3 tall buildings? Look at it go 1, 2, and then the 3, and then the 4th one. The ship is right in front of that other building right now. So the superstructure of the ship is right in front of that other building. It's too far away for you guys to see it anyway. And I could take this exit right here, turn and go down and get fairly close to it, but then I don't know how to get back on, and you know, I don't know if there's a way to get back on to go through the tunnel without coming all the way back to here, you know, so. And I'm on logbook. If I was on a paper logbook, I'd jump off there and I'd go down and show you. But on an electric logbook, can't afford to waste the time. And I would imagine if I got on there and went down that other road, that's whatever highway that is. But if I went down that other road, I would imagine it comes back up and joins onto the freeway and I could go down through the tunnel. But I don't know that for sure. So there's a bunch of seafood restaurants and stuff over here. Go in there and have some seafood. I ate in the one there once years and years ago. I ate in one of them. Alright, when we get up here a little closer, I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to aim it over in that general direction. And the ship is kind of hidden. The ship is kind of hidden behind a bridge right there. You can see the superstructure standing out above it. And once we get over here where I'm looking this way, you'll be able to see it, but it'll be more of a head-on shot. And I gotta watch where I'm going more than worried about the camera. I gotta make driving comes first. Driving comes first. But as you can see, I can see. I don't know if you can. But they put a big tent, like an awning type tent, over the whole deck. And I don't like that. It ruins the look of the ship. You know? Well, it might be, you know, might be cooler, but still. So there she is. There's a B-52 in the parking lot there. A couple other planes. There's the Drum, the USS Drum, the submarine. It used to be in the water. And they took it out. They took it out of the water, and now it's on display. It's up on pylons. But it was the USS Drum. And there's something about the Drum. I don't remember what it was. There's something about it that's noteworthy in history, but I can't remember what it was. And that's why they've got it on display now. That's why they saved it. All right, we're getting ready to go down through the tunnel, and then on the other side of the tunnel, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. So, there you go. But, you see all these big buildings here? These huge buildings? Those are for shipbuilding and the like. So. All right, roll the windows down. in Mobile, Alabama right now. There's a big Red Cross ship. Let me show you that real quick before we go. Oh, container in the way. Right there, huge Red Cross ship right there. You can see it. And I know next to nothing about Mobile. I've done very little. I've done very little in Mobile other than just drive through what you're seeing right now. I've almost never got down into the town at all. I know very little about this town. It's just I don't think I've ever picked up or delivered anything here. It's always just been passing through. So I wish I could tell you more about Mobile, but I just don't know much about it. Be a place I need to visit someday in camping on an RV. Go down there and check the city out a little bit better. Learn a little bit more about it. So anyway, that's it. There you go. So anyway, that's what you got. We okay, I can't read all that stuff. Still looking down. All right. Well, anyway, we're on the other side of the bridge, and I said once we go across the bridge through the tunnel and everything, I was going to cut off. So here we are, about an hour and a half video today. Enjoyed it, and we will see you tomorrow, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. I play this every day. I just kind of play it day by day. Am I gonna make a video today? If I'm driving somewhere that's interesting, if I'm not driving, and that's why I waited so long today, because where I started out in the rest area, where I started out this morning in a rest area, up until that next rest area where I pulled in and turned you guys on, wasn't a whole lot going on through there. Just hallway of trees. So I thought I'd wait until around lunchtime to go through Mobile, and people that didn't see it the other day can see it today, you know, from a different angle. So anyway, with that, we'll see you later, tomorrow, the next day, or whenever. I'm not quite sure. Just like I said, every day I just kind of play it by ear. Is there anything interesting to make a video about? So there you go. Y'all be good. Take care, and God bless. Remember, God loves you.